Hello and welcome to Kitchen Inspirations. My name is Carmelo, your host for today, and I am super excited to be here today simply because it is December 1st. The holidays are here, everything is looking festive, and of course, the holiday season shopping has been, well, it's been starting for a while, but it is officially here. So, last week we actually had a Black Friday Cyber Monday campaign. If for whatever reason you missed that, it's okay because we have another campaign. You know, it is our Buy More, Get More campaign. Now for this campaign, essentially everything you see in our shop online is applicable for this campaign. Now for reaching our website, you just go to shop.zojirushi.com. Once again, shop.zojirushi.com. Now what does this campaign entail? Well, essentially, again, all items are applicable. Any purchases that have a minimum of $200, you will get a gift card and an electronic gift card sent directly to your email of $20. Now, a minimum purchase of $400, you will get a gift card of $60. And a minimum purchase of $600, that will give you a whopping $120. Now, with this gift card, you can then just go back to shop.zojirushi.com and purchase your next item, which actually I've seen people already do. This started from November 28th and it goes all the way until December 15th, just right in that line where you could hopefully get your orders on time right before the holidays. Once again, that is our cutoff, the 15th for this campaign. Well, we want to make sure you get your gifts on time, and I think that is the best we could do in our side. But with that said, shipping is kind of it's always hard during the holidays. So if you know what you want, the sooner the better. Again, shop.zojirushi.com. Well, with that said, let's begin with our live stream. Today we will be talking about a holiday gift guide in terms of rice cookers and then the bread maker category. I'm gonna be kind of telling you in a kind of good, better, and best options that are perfect for you and your loved ones. Okay, well, with that said, if you do have any questions, do let us know down in the comments. We are multi-streaming right now on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. So, we are here for you. We want to make sure you get the best appliances for yourself and your loved ones. If you have any questions whatsoever, just let us know down in the comments. Alrighty, well, with that said, let's begin. Rice cookers. Now, when it comes to the rice cookers, we actually have a lot of rice cookers in our rice cooker lineup. We have over 20 rice cookers. So it was kind of hard to pinpoint what is a good, better, and best. But then these are the kind of factors that I played into it. Price point, simply because we know when you're buying a rice cooker, you're not only buying it for yourself, you're probably buying it for a family, for your friends, for your family. You have a lot of people that you probably want to buy gifts to. And that is the reason why we chose rice cookers that are more or less on the reasonable price point, as well as the features that each rice cooker has. We really kind of thought about it and we're like, this is probably what a lot of people would want, and that's how we came to these three rice cookers. So the first one, the good rice cooker, over here we have the NSWC10. Now this is only one size. It only comes in a 5.5 cup, meaning that it cooks about 10 cups of cooked rice. Now, why did we choose this as our good rice cooker? Well, simply because the price point is really good right now. Right now, it is on sale for about $159.99. Now, again, price point is very key when it comes to gifting any kind of gift. So the price point and then the amount of features that it has, this really is a steal. The features that it has, it mainly focuses on white rice and brown rice. So it has white rice, for example. Let me just quickly read all of them. It has white rice, quick rice, sushi rice, and porridge. Now, if you are familiar with porridge, it's kind of this kind of milky or watery like rice that is really good. It also has brown rice, GABA brown rice, jasmine courses. Now, brown rice and GABA brown rice. You might be thinking, what is GABA brown rice? Well, GABA brown rice is just brown rice. Go to your normal supermarket, get brown rice. However, the way that it cooks the brown rice is a lot different and a lot longer. So for brown rice, more or less it takes about let's say an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. For the GABA brown rice, it could go well over 3 hours. So again, it cooks it for a longer time. And why is that? Well, it is said that when GABA brown rice, or when brown rice is cooked for longer amounts of time at a certain temperature, it will release this, kind of chemical reaction within the brown rice that releases this thing called gamma aminobutyric acid. When that is released, it's essentially GABA for short. It is said that when humans eat that, there are a lot of health benefits for it, such as memory retention, anxiety, stress, and I mean really the list goes on and on. Just go ahead and research gamma aminobutyric acid or GABA. You'll see all the benefits. So once again, but not only the benefits. Personally, for me, I love GABA brown rice. It tastes much more chewier than brown rice, and it tastes more similar to white rice, in my opinion, than just your regular brown rice, where it's just very hard, not a lot of taste, not a lot of flavor. Again, GABA brown rice is the way to go, and that is why this is our good rice cooker. But not only that, so you have your basic white rice, you have your brown rice, and also you have a little versatility. And what I'm talking about is none other than the steaming basket over here. You can go ahead and have a full course on meal, right? You have your rice, you could steam your veggies, you could steam your fish, you could steam other things that you can put on here, and then that allows you to have more of an option of things to eat. So for example, if you steam your fish, you have your rice, all you need left is another side dish, and boom, there you go. You have your perfect full-on course. So once again, the NSWTC sitting at about 159.99 at our shop. Once again, shop.zojirushi.com. And it does only come in one size. All right, so let's move on to our better rice cooker. This is the TSC series. One of the things that I do want to mention is that this does come in two sizes. It comes in a 5.5 cup, similar to this. So you can see very similar in size. The design is a lot different. Over here we have a nice classic Zojirushi white, and then over here we have a nice stainless kind of brown figure to it. And it does look a lot more modern looking as well. But again, the quality of the rice, exactly the same, except there are more features for this one than there are for this one. So most of the features that are on this one are also on here, but there is also a sweet course over here. There is of course, we have the steaming functionality over here as well. So these rice cookers add a lot of versatility. There are a lot of rice cookers from Zojirushi that don't have the steaming basket. So if you're looking for, kind of multi-purpose, these rice cookers are the way to go. And that is why I believe personally these are our go-to for gifting, as well as the price point. So I believe this is about $199 right now in our shop for the 5.5 cup. And then, however, for this series, there are two sizes. Over here, we have the 5.5 cup, which cooks about 10 cups of cooked rice. And then we have the 10 cup rice cooker, which cooks about 20 cups of cooked rice. So about double, times two of what this can make. Now, let me just quickly kind of move that in a 360 so you can kind of see that there is a big difference in size. And for these bigger sizes, I always recommend that you have a lot of countertop space, right? Because these are bigger. If you have, for example, already a lot of appliances in your kitchen, and then you want to put this one too, it might be very cluttered. Or for example, if you have a smaller kitchen and you have this, always make sure that you do have the countertop space. But again, for the bigger and the smaller size, same qualities, everything is the same except for the size. For this bigger size, I would recommend a household size of about 5 people or more. For the smaller size, I would recommend anywhere between 1 person all the way up to 4 people, okay? Okay, so now that we know these features, what makes this better? Well, this again adds versatility compared to our good rice cooker over here. So mainly very similar, in terms of courses, but it does add a little versatility in the fact that it has not only the steaming basket as this one over here, but it does have a sweet course, and it also has a cake course. So you might be thinking, wait, what? This is a rice cooker. Yes, it is, but it also can bake cake. So if you have a sweet tooth, just as much as you love rice, then you cannot go wrong with our bestseller, the NSTSC series. Again, so, and that is why this is our better rice cooker. So it is a lot more versatile, and it does, you know, have a very good price point at $199 point, I believe 49. So again, very, very, very affordable. And last but not least, oh, over here on YouTube, I believe, Joel Timmons, awesomeness. Thank you for that. Yes, these rice cookers are simply amazing in my opinion. Again, versatility. There's a lot of things you could do with rice cookers. A lot of things you didn't know. We actually also do have other rice cookers that have, you know, different versatility or versatile functions. There's a rice cooker. If you're looking for a slow cooker, we have one for that. Again, shop.zojirushi.com. If you want a rice cooker for quinoa, we got one for that. If you want a rice cooker for steel cut oats, we got one for that. So really just, again, go to our shop.zojirushi.com. Mainly, these are my personal go-to gifting rice cookers. And that is why, you know, I'm talking about these. These are more of, you know, the nice basic features, as well as a little bit more added features, such as our cake function for the NSTSC. And last but not least, we have the MPHCC over here. And just by looking at these, the first thing you might be asking is like, wait, what? Aren't they the same rice cookers? And you know what? They are very, very similar in design. They both have, you know, the stainless, you know, very sleek and shiny look to it. This one is more of a brownish, at least here for the non-stainless part. And then this one over here is more on the grayish. So it's kind of like, I would say a very nice gray. It does look a little brown, but it's more on the gray side. Okay. And again, very, very similar in terms of design. However, it's not what is outside that counts, it's what's inside. So again, we go from good to better to best. Now, why is this the best? Well, if you're looking for you know, the quality of your rice, this is the way to go. So these are essentially MICOM type rice cookers. MICOM, you know, short for micro computerized. There is a chip inside that kind of just allows, you know, it to cook rice with different courses. These do have 3 heating elements, one at the bottom. So let me just quickly show you. There's a heating element here at the bottom, one kind of in the midsection, and then lastly one on top. So 3 heating elements, and those heating elements put, you know, of course, heat, which will then cook the rice. However, the way that this one cooks, the IH or induction heating, is a lot different. It does have the 3 heating elements as well, over here down at the bottom, mid, and top. But there's also, you know, this coil in the bottom that allows it to have a magnetic field. So essentially, it creates a magnetic field, and that magnetic field makes the rice pan itself a heating element, right? So instead of having 3 heating elements from top, mid, and bottom, the whole pan becomes a heating element, meaning that it simultaneously cooks the rice 360 degrees at the same time. And of course, that results in fluffier rice, more, you know, tastier rice, and of course, better quality rice. Of course, consistent each and every single time. So if you're gifting this to someone, I would say it's definitely someone who really, you know, prides themselves in rice. Rice is like, you know, the main thing that they want to eat. They want to eat high quality rice, you know, the rice connoisseur, for example, or someone who just makes a lot of rice dishes, you know, every week without fail, then this is the rice cooker to get for them, the MPHCC series. Similar to the NSTSC, there are 2 sizes. Let me just quickly bring that up. Again, you'll notice that the bigger size is a lot bigger. It is almost twice as big. So as with the other ones, I recommend you have a lot of countertop space for that. For this one, it is best, you know, in this case, there are no steaming functions, no cake functions as these other ones. However, the quality of the rice is immense. You will taste the difference. If you don't believe me, you know, go ahead, try yourself the MPHCC, get one for yourself, shop.zojirushi.com, and then let us know in our next live stream, hey, you know what, I agree with you. Because I'm pretty sure you will agree that the quality of the rice is a lot better. But for this rice cooker, the courses mainly deal with white rice and brown rice. So we're keeping it simple right here. For the white rice, we do have white rice. There is a regular course, so regular white rice, and then there is a softer white rice course. So if you wanted more on the softer consistency, and then there is a harder white rice course. So if you want it on the harder consistency. So you'll see right here that we really just want that whoever is getting this, they really just like white rice. Again, making the quality of the rice good every single time. There is a quick mix course, which are also found in these. There is a sushi course, a porridge course, which are also found in these, and then a brown rice and gabba brown rice. So you'll notice, again, the quality of the rice is what makes this the best rice cooker. So simply for a rice connoisseur. Okay, so once again, good, better, best. And for those of you who are just joining us, I do see a few here on our chat. We are talking about our holiday gift guide. We just finished our rice cookers. Coming up next, we have our bread makers. If you do have any questions, do let us know down in the comments. I do see a comment right here. So let's see on YouTube. Sandy, I believe. I like the 5.5 with fuzzy tech, but as there are two models, I am not sure what the differences are. Could you please explain? Thank you. Of course, Sandy. Or sand, I believe. Yes, the 5.5 is, I'm not sure what the differences are. Okay, so 5.5, there are two models. So right now, I'm not sure if you're talking about the size or about these two models. Once again, we talked about, I'll quickly go over them so you can kind of understand. The good rice cooker over here, we have the NSWTC. This is only one size, 5.5 cups, which is perfect or ideal for 1 to 4 people in a household. Now this has really good basic features, white rice, brown rice, as well as a steaming function. Now for this one, there is only one size. Coming up to our better rice cooker, we have the NSTSC series. Now there is actually two sizes for this one. We have the smaller one and then we have the bigger one. I don't know if that's what you meant, Sandy, like the two models, but this one essentially, for the bigger, it is a 10 cup rice cooker, which cooks about 20 cups of cooked rice. I recommend that for a household size of, let's say 5 people or more. For the smaller size, anywhere between 1 to 4 people. Now the courses that are found in this are very similar to the NSWTC. However, there is a little bit more, there is the same steaming functionality, but there is also a cake function. So if you like sweets, that is where you want to get the NSTSC. Because it really does, you know, if you really think about it, cake and rice don't really relate. But, I mean, the option of just having cake is phenomenal. I've personally made cheesecake using our rice cookers and it is really good. If you are interested in making cheesecake or other types of cakes, go to shop.sojirushi, go to sojirushi.com, go to our recipes tab, and you'll see all the types of cakes you can make with our rice cookers. But if you do want to buy it, go to shop.sojirushi.com. And last but not least, we have the MPHC. This is our best. For right here, we're mainly focusing on rice, so less of a versatility, steaming, and cake features. This is just white rice, brown rice, people who love rice in general. However, they want a higher quality of rice. This is induction heating, meaning that the whole cooking, the rice pan becomes a heating element, and it makes fluffier rice, more delicious rice, tastier rice, and it has a better consistency. So that is it. Once again, this I would gift it to somebody who just loves rice, who considers themselves a rice connoisseur, or just really just eats rice every single day, every single week, all year round. This is the rice cooker to get for them. So I hope that answers your question, Sandy. Okay, and I forgot to mention, this also does come in two sizes, the 5.5 cup and the 10 cup rice cooker over here, okay? So with that said, let's move on to our bread maker. Zojirushi, we make a lot of appliances. Rice cookers, bread makers being, our very popular categories. So let's go ahead and do that. But before I do want to mention that we do have a sale going on right now. Or not a sale, excuse me, a campaign. It is our Buy More, Get More campaign. Now for this campaign, essentially all of our items on our website are applicable for this campaign. So with a minimum purchase of $200, you would get a $20 gift card sent directly to your email, which you could then use for your next purchase that same day. Or with a purchase of $400, you will get a gift card sent directly to your email for $60. And last but not least, with a minimum purchase of $600, you will get a whopping $120 gift card. So the more you spend, the more you will get in, your gift card. And then of course you can use it right there and then. This campaign is going now all the way until December 15th. We chose that 15 mark just so you could get your gift on time, right? Of course, shipping things do happen and sometimes there are problems, so we always recommend the sooner the better. We cannot guarantee, but we always say buy it now. Holidays are just started, December is here. Again, shop.zojirushi.com. We will try our best to get your gifts on time, okay? But with that said, yes, the sooner the better. And then over here we have our bread maker. This is our good bread maker. This is the BBHAC. Now this is our entry-level bread maker. It is a 1 pound loaf of bread maker, which you'll see is a lot different from our 2 pounders. Right here, you can see our 2 pounders, and they are a lot bigger. You want more countertop space, just so you can kind of see in terms of a kitchen space. It is a lot more slim. So you could actually don't need that much countertop space. And you'll notice also the color is a lot different. This one does have, that classic Zojirushi white, feel to it. It is a nice, gorgeous white. This is, again, an entry level, meaning it does make your basic breads. You have your white bread, your whole wheat bread. You even have a French bread course. So anybody who loves French bread, this is the bread maker to get. It is the only one from our lineup that does have a French bread course directly into it. So again, French bread, this is the one to get. With that said, I would give this to someone probably who doesn't have a lot of countertop space, maybe a smaller family, anywhere between 1 to 3 people, people who love bread but don't eat it as much. This is the bread maker to get, and that is why this is our good bread maker. Again, it does make all those basic features. There is one heating element here in the bottom with a nice little see-through window that you can see when the bread is being made. So that's always really fun, especially if you have little ones in the family. They're always just wanting to see, how the dough is being, mixed around. It's really fun. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this one right here, actually. So the BBHAC, our good bread maker. Let's go ahead and go to our better bread maker. And that is this one over here, the BBCEC tool. Okay. So going to our better bread maker, we do have a big difference in size, as you can see, right? Let me just kind of move that. So this is essentially how it would be, right? This is more the longer side, and the longer, you can see that it is a lot longer, a lot bigger. So the first thing I would say, always make sure you do have the countertop space. But the difference between this is that there is, the size portion. So over here, this is a 2 pound, this is a 1 pound loaf of bread. Just so I could kind of show you the difference, let me get the baking pan. So here is the side-to-side comparison, right? So you can see that it's very similar, but this one is more on the horizontal side, and this one, the 1 pounder, is more on the vertical side. So again, this is for smaller families. I would recommend it, and entry level, as well as this is for bigger families or people who just eat bread a lot more. People who are making sandwiches every single day, go to bread maker BBCEC 20. This also has a lot more courses, so I can quickly talk about them. It does have a sourdough starter course. So this one has its own French bread course. This one doesn't have the French bread course, but it does have a sourdough starter course. Both of these do have a jam course as well, where you can just make your jam, put fruits in there and put some ingredients that you want, for example, sugar and a little bit of lemon juice, and then it would make really, really good jam. So it also does have a homemade course, which you could make your own bread. So for example, if you want to make, I don't know, let's say a pizza crust, you can go ahead and use the homemade setting, or you can also use a dough setting, which it does include. But again, the limitless possibilities of different types of breads you could make with this one compared to this one is a lot bigger. So again, making this one our better bread maker. And again, for this one, there is one heating element here down in the bottom. And last but not least, our best bread maker, okay, is over here, the BB PDC 20. Okay, so the first thing you'll notice is that they are very similar. Actually, let me move this one over here. So you'll notice that they are very similar in shape and even design. Right, so we kind of have like the black on top, the stainless here down in the bottom. So very nicely shaped. One thing you'll notice is that this is more kind of a top-down view, and this one has more of a slant, more of a side view. So right there, here is a see-through window, and then over here at the top you also have the see-through window. So it's always fun to just see your dough being, you know, kind of kneaded, you know, kind of blended and whatnot. This is our flagship, and it is a flagship for a good reason. So this could essentially do everything that it can do for these other ones. So it does have, you know, all the courses and even more. We actually added healthier options. So we know that when it comes to bread, sometimes it can be a little difficult if you have, you know, dietary restrictions, or if you just want to live a healthier lifestyle. There is, for example, a gluten-free course in here with our flagship. There is a salt-free course. There is a sugar-free course. And I mean, the list just really goes on and on. There is also the homemade course. And on top of that, there is 2 heating elements down here in the bottom, and then right here at the top, right here. So what this allows is to have really good crust control, excuse me. So if you want your breads to have a, you know, light crust or a medium crust or even a dark crust, you can go ahead and choose that using this bread maker. So essentially all things bread, in whatever things you want to make, you can make it using this bread maker. And that's why this is our best bread maker. So once again, good, better, best. Okay, and again, why would you want a bread maker? Simply because you probably don't want to buy bread from the supermarket anymore. You realize all the different things that they put into bread that really prolong shelf life, such as a lot of sugar and maybe other additives that you don't really see until you kind of see the ingredients. You're like, what is that? You don't know? Look it up. Oh man, I didn't know I was eating that, right? So again, you have, of course, you know exactly what you're putting in your bread, and then of course you are going to be eating fresh bread every single time. So bread makers, good, better, best. Okay. Okay, yes, so over here, Sam Masa. Why no steamer for the IH cookers? So going back to our rice cookers, the MPHCC over here, he asked, why do we not have a steam functionality as our other ones? That is correct. We actually don't have it in this one. However, we do have another induction heating type rice cooker that was just released this year, the NWQAC, and that one does have a rice, a steaming functionality. So again, just look for the NWQAC at our shop, shop.zojirushi.com. It is actually another beautifully designed rice cooker. It has more of that flat top, really nice dark design. Personally, I think that's the one I want next, so definitely recommend it. So I hope we answered your question, Sam Masa. Okay, and with that said, once again, let's just finish. For those of you who are just starting, we have our Buy More, Get More campaign. Now all the way until December 15th, buy a minimum of $200, get a $20 gift card sent to your email. Buy 400, a minimum of 400, get $60 sent right to your email, and a minimum of 600 will give you a whopping $120 gift card sent directly to your email, which you can then purchase right there and then. So once again, thank you so much. You know, if you missed Black Friday, no worries, because we have this phenomenal campaign going now for 15 more days. And again, shop.zojirushi.com. Once again, my name is Carmelo. If you did enjoy this live stream, go ahead and like this video if you're watching on YouTube or any of those other platforms. Follow us if you haven't already, and I will see you very soon. See you in the next one.